Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm going to do a disassembly. I cannot say the words. I'll try to be quick. I say that and I never do it anyway, but here we are. I'm going to be taking apart the CKF Snafu 2.0 here that my buddy Doug sent in. His Instagram tag is sharp_marbles on Instagram, and he's just a really cool dude. He sent me this. He sent me this unbelievable Shirogorov Quantum. I mean, this thing is absolutely impressive, guys. I really like this knife, and I want one, but turns out they're like, I don't know, $1,200 or so. So not happening anytime soon. I was sitting there thinking, like, what could I sell in my collection to add up to $1,200 and then get one? And I don't know. I just couldn't piece together enough stuff I wanted to get rid of. This right here is a Strider .75 AR. He sent me this as well. This one's breaking in, so this lock bar is a beast to get to the side. It doesn't flick very well, but I do kind of like this, to be honest. Not a huge Strider guy, but this has enough Medford in it that it's pretty cool, and I've been meaning to get a Medford. Trying to find maybe like a slim midi or something like that, one of the smaller ones. But anyway, we're looking at the Snafu 2.0, and the reason I'm doing this is me and Doug were chatting on Instagram, and the detent on this, as I mentioned in the unboxing, is absolutely putrid. Like, it just shakes out with no help at all. I mean, it's like, I'm a snob for detents, but this is really bad, guys. And he thought maybe it was the aftermarket clip, which I don't think that would do anything. And he thought maybe it was gunked up or something. I don't foresee any of that actually causing detent issues, because the detent, basically, the way it works is there's a ball in here, and that travels along the blade inside here, and then it drops into a hole. And when it's closed, it's in that hole, and then the amount of pressure it takes you to push the thumb stud or whatever, flipper, to get that ball to pop out of the hole, that's your detent, basically. That's the simplest way for me to explain it. I'm an idiot, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But what comes into play is, I guess, the size of the ball, the size of the hole. So you want to make sure they match up pretty well, and then you'll get a good kind of suction on the close, and it'll hold better. You won't have any of this. You won't have detent lash because the ball is the right size to fit into that hole, and there's no wiggle room. And then the other aspect is the pressure. So the amount that this bar right here has pressure to this side. So the more pressure it has going inward, the stronger your detent is. So if it's really lax and there's not much pressure holding it over here, then it's going to be a very light detent. And that's why you'll see people try to strengthen detents by taking a knife apart and then kind of pushing this lock bar in to try to get more pressure, or pull it out to try to get less pressure, or bend it, basically. I'm not going to mess around with that on this one. This isn't my knife. I might push it a little bit. I'm not going to strain it or bend it, but maybe it'll knock something loose that, I don't know. I just don't think that we're going to figure this out, but I really just want to take it apart at this point because it's a really cool knife. So I have my handy dandy Zerk driver here. You guys know I love that thing. I also have some others. Hang on one second. Get the box here, because this has the it has the extra hardware in there and the original clip. All right, just getting some extra tools here. yeah, and some KPL. You know how that goes. I will also get a rag. Usually just use one of these that I have laying around, like a microfiber. Or I use these. Where are they at? And I use these gun cleaning wipes. This does seem like it has a little bit of dirt in there, so I think I might use the alcohol this time. This is what I have just because this is what I had. So I'm not going to buy extra alcohol just for knives, even though I'm the kind of guy who would do that, I guess. So let's take this clip off first, shall we? Oh, we're talking T6? Man, look at that. That's tiny on there. All right, instead of switch, this is why I need two drivers. Said it before. Would just make this kind of stuff easier. I don't want to bust these out. So, yeah, you guys let me know in the comments. Are you interested in these disassembly videos? It's hard for me to tell. My channel's so new that, you know, viewer counts on certain videos could be attributed to a lot of things. It may not have anything to do with the fact that people are into something. You know, maybe I just picked up a catchy knife or whatever. They saw Snafu in the title and, you know, came running because they really like this knife. Man, that detent is just absolutely horrid. I wish I still had my Satori 2.0, which I just recently traded for the Mini Impulse. And that detent was light as well, but it was not anywhere near this. I mean, this literally is employing the no detent system. So now I've heard this thing is interesting to take apart. So we are working with an integral here, guys. So basically, to, you know, explain that, it's one piece of titanium. So I'm not going to be taking the scale screw out and popping off the top or whatever. I'm going to be taking the pivot out, and then the whole assembly is going to come out. And if I'm correct from my research on the Satori 2.0, Nick Shabazz took that apart, and the way they set it up is they have it all kind of like pieced together so you can easily put it back together. So we shall see. Hopefully I don't get stuck, because that would suck, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Okay, so this side's coming out. We have this really cool Timascus pivot ring here, which I guess I'm not going to mess with. I was about to just try to get it out, but okay, you see how this is just spinning? So we got to figure that out. Can I shove something in there and pop it? Yes, I can. Oh, there we go. There's your pivot. And I'm dropping it. And then this should just come out. That's the theory here. Boom. Oh, okay. This came out of the back. And I think there's one more of those right here. So what happens with these is it's almost like an axis lock. That's what I'm used to. This is how I take those apart. You know, you kind of just keep it together like this and then pop the whole assembly out, blade assembly. And in this case, similar, you just have the bearings here, and then you just lay these over top, and then you kind of just try to work that in as one piece, which it seems like that's going to be harder on this one than it was in that Shabazz video, so I'm not looking forward to that. Do these come out? I could probably zoom in for you. It's magnetic. No, they're ceramic, right? Well, they don't really need to come out, so I guess I don't really need to make those loosey-goosey, right? I am not seeing a lot of schmutz, so I'm not sure the alcohol is necessary here. Very interesting design here. Well, I mean, it's pretty standard, right? But you have these red cage bearings. It looks like nylon to me. There goes one, so they do come out. All right, so there we go. Two out. Boom. So this is your Snafu 2.0 blade. Absolutely love Peter Rosenti's designs. And what I was saying earlier about the detent ball is, here's the track. And I'm baffled that a knife this expensive does not have a detent ball ramp. Like right here, there would be a little cutout, and that helps the detent ball pop up onto the blade or off of the blade and have a little bit of smoother travel there. Excuse me. So yeah, so basically the detent ball pops onto the blade, and that's that kind of force you feel when you're closing the blade. You get it to like here, right? Wait, do I have another knife so I can show you this? So on a knife, you get it to like here, right? And you see how it's stuck like this now? It's not locked. And then once you can see where it breaks. Right there. That's where the ball is popping onto the blade. So, or off, I don't know, one or the other. But that's why you want that little detent ball ramp, which these do not have, I believe. But if you look at like a mini impulse here, you see that little cutout right there above my finger? That's the detent ball ramp. So when you go to close this knife, you have less of that feeling. It's still there, but it's a lot smoother on the disengagement there. So that's kind of how that works. If you're interested, you just clean this stuff up. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that is giving me any alarm bells or telling me anything about the detent. I will swap the clip just because he thought maybe that would help, and I'm all for that. I mean, we have extra hardware, but we have extra hardware, but I see no reason to believe that this stuff is going to help in any way. So, are these those washers? What is this thing? Oh, that's cool. So that you can replace this guy. So that must have been a set he bought or came with it, where you get a Damascus clip and a Damascus pivot collar. I'm guessing he still wants that pivot collar in there, so I'll just go ahead and do the clip. It's so cool that CKF gives you this extra stuff. It's really, really cool, actually. Is there anything else here? There's money and chocolate. I kind of want to eat that chocolate. I'm a little hungry, but I'll leave it alone. So I'm going to clean inside of here just to be absolutely sure that it's cleaned out. And yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is getting that those washers back in, right? That's going to be the hard part. Maybe I will drop a little bit of alcohol on here. Usually use way too much of whatever I'm doing. I'm not a moderation guy. I don't know if you've figured that out yet, but everything I do is not in moderation. It is in the opposite of moderation. Too much. Too much. Yeah, I don't know. Unless there was something like caught on the detent ball, which I absolutely do not see any issues in there. I mean, do you see anything wrong with that? It's just a detent ball. That's just fuzz from this guy. Yeah, it's just a detent ball. My only other suggestion would be to maybe swap the ball out. Does he have an extra? Well, he does. Well, no. There's no detent ball in it. Is there an extra detent ball? Sorry, I'm just looking at this for the first time. Oh, no, there is a detent ball. So, wait. Would this come out? I don't know how hard this would be. It looks like it'd be pretty easy. What do you guys think? Let's try it. We've come this far. May as well just... Oh, wait. That was really loose. Interesting. That was really loose. I don't know if that could mean anything. So what I'm worried about is this being really hard to get on and off or something. Wait. I just don't want to need, like, tools to get this back on. Doesn't look like you would. It looks like it should just pop off. Oh, here we go. All right, we're going for it, guys. Sorry, Doug. I hope I get this back together. You started this. He literally messaged me. He was like, he explained. He was like, hey, what if the clip, the aftermarket clip, or it was dirty or something? Like, and then he said, I'm not trying to get you to do my knife maintenance for me. And by then, I was already like, yes, I'm doing it. I mean, a chance to take one of these guys apart? Come on. And then I figured I had to put it on camera, because why not? You guys can see how stupid I am. I'm going to put this... Oh, shit. That's the... Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Yeah, that one looks used. Put this back. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I figure I'm here. Like, I'm already this far into this. Why not, right? So this will go in here. And again, I can't do this while looking through the camera, so pardon me. Oh, that was easy. Okay. So then this screw goes in. And yeah, that was actually really loose. Interesting. That was me. I backed out a little bit, so it kind of popped, but it's fine. Everything's still good. They used really good hardware, so you can see I didn't strip it or anything. But I did have a quick heart attack, so you know how it goes. Okay, so we cleaned most of inside. It's really hard to get in there and clean, like, because you're talking an integral here. I'm just trying to, like, pick up whatever dirt I can. There's nothing really in there, so. Alright, guys. We are pretty good to go here. Just gotta get everything cleaned up and back together. I don't see a stop pin, but I'm guessing... Oh, the blade stops, right. I'm guessing this is the stop pin right here. Oh, I never even noticed. Are they different? No. Those should be the stop pin. Or whatever you want to call them now that they're not actually pins or whatever. So, all right, moment of truth. Did I clean the blade? I don't know. I got too excited about that detent ball or the steel insert. It's pretty cool how they do that. The steel insert and the detent ball are all one piece, so it's pretty easy to replace there. Okay, moment of truth. Hard part. KPL. Actually, I'm going to go heavy, guys. I'm going to go heavy. This is a bigger blade, heavier blade. It shouldn't affect action, and it should just last longer. That's my theory on this. And according to what I've seen, that makes perfect sense. So, drop there. Put a drop on the detent ball. Got it. Okay. All right. Then we're going to put a bearing in. It doesn't matter which way these go in. They're identical on all sides. Boop. This guy is going to be the key right here. Because, hopefully putting a little bit of KPL on it will help it stick to the bearing. That's my plan here. Ugh, this is going to be rough, guys. I have a bad feeling about this. So... yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. And I have two of those. I have two of those to worry about. So let's get this guy in. Okay, so I'm just going to try this then. They basically have to slide in together. I mean, that's the only way this works. So the Satori 2.0 had this like kind of system where it was together and it just worked a lot better. Is there like a spot that's wider? Okay. We're working our way in here, guys. Yeah, this is going to be rough. I'm a little worried I'm not even going to get this back together, so that sucks. Just trying to make sure they come along for the ride. Just hoping I got enough KPL in there to... So this is very much like a Benchmade, guys. I'm just shoving it in and then I'm trying to hook it inside with my tool here to get them to go centered. And then the blade seems like I have it in the right position, so there we go. Oh, did I just pull this off? Okay. Oh, no, hang on. All right, now I have to get the pivot through. Come on, be easy, baby. Be easy, baby. I must be off by a cunt hair on some end here. Hang on. That's better. If I can just get it through one, then work on the other, that's fine. Where am I off? Where am I off? Oh, God. All right. I got to do this where I'm working on one end at a time, so... It looks perfect, right? Looks good. Like, I can see right through. I don't see a bunch of issue there, so... Okay. Think I got it through that. Oh. Almost, guys. Yes! I think I got it. I think I got the pivot in, guys. Let me just see if tightening this tightens that up. Come on. No. Nope. Wait. What? There was a screw on the other side. Okay, all right. Interesting. Oh, God. Okay, so it was almost seated. It's not seated all the way yet. Looks like it. Nope, just that last little bit looks like it's hung up on something. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Man, it really looks like it's all the way in there. I'm so confused. I know it didn't stick out, though, so something's up. I may need to push it back out, which sucks. I really don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to push it out and turn it. Maybe it's just the, maybe there's a D shape to it or something. Oh. Yes! I did it, guys. Totally thought I was going to screw this up. I mean, I didn't, but I expected it to be, have that. Was that scratch there? Doug, was that scratch there? I don't know what it would have scratched on. The clip? I mean, I didn't have anything near it. I don't know. If that wasn't there, dude, I'm really sorry. Shit. It's just in the right light, but still. Anyway. Oh, maybe it was from the clip. I don't know. Does the clip go this far? Yeah, it was from the clip, dude. You can breathe. Wasn't me. Oh, what? Doug! Dougie! I think we fixed it. Look at that! Dude. Dude. We just fixed your knife. It has a detent. Look at that. It has a detent. Oh, dude, I'm so happy. All right, let me tighten this. Make sure everything's tight. These knives are made to be, to run tight. So you don't need to worry about anything. Centering. It's good. It's not perfect, but I just slipped off the flipper tab, guys. I just slipped off the flipper tab because the detent's too good. All right, Dougie. I'm putting the Damascus clip back on here for you. Because I honestly, I mean, we'll see once this is done if the Damascus clip somehow was the reason for all of this. But I think it might have been that detent ball, dude. Maybe the person before you wore it out. Or just something went wrong. I mean, I don't know, but I'm glad I freaking swapped that out because that had to be the issue. I saw nothing else different in there. There was nothing like uber dirty or messed up or whatever. So I'm guessing it had to be that. But we'll see. Maybe it's the clip. I just don't see how a clip can have any effect on that kind of thing. That one's tight. This one's just spinning. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Double check this guy. Maybe this was just loose and that was the problem? I don't... Okay, wait. What? I mean... I'm confused now. Did I fix it? Yeah, I mean, that detent is there. Like, it doesn't just... Or I'm crazy. I mean, you can still do this, right? But it definitely is much more... This feels a lot more like the... basically feels just like the Satori 2.0 I had. Like you guys saw earlier, I could shake this out real easy. It's not coming out. There you go. So, I mean, that's much better. I can't imagine the clip has anything to do with that. I mean, what would it... It's not putting any pressure anywhere. And if it did, it'd be putting pressure on the lock bar, which would make it stronger. So... Yeah, we're good. I mean, we're not good. Like, it's not like it's a good detent now. But compared to what it was, where it literally just would, like, flop out to here, you know, instantly, and you could shake it out super easy, it's a lot better. So, glad we did that. Great idea, Doug. That's sharp_marbles on Instagram. Check out his page. Look at these knives he has, guys. I mean, just, here's one. I showed you these already, but here's two. Here's three. I mean, this guy has an incredible collection. I bought one of these off of him. It's not the same one. Mine's a little different, but he had one of these and the 520. He's got Medfords. He's got all types of stuff. He has the F5.5. He's got a sick... I mean, just look at this. Are you kidding me? He has some sick, I think, Gavcos and tough knives. Like, just check him out. Sharp_marbles on Instagram. And baby, we got your Snafu 2.0 up and running like a champ. So thanks for the idea. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I catch you later.